Hello everybody. It is a beautiful, cool early afternoon. It's about 55 degrees. Just coming out to the garden to check on how things are growing. These are my cabbages here. So this is the Jersey Wakefield cabbage. This one is beautiful. It looks like a flower, doesn't it? It's growing tall, but it sure is not making a very big head. Look at that. But isn't that just beautiful? This one was doing pretty good. It's got a pretty good size head, but as you can see, started getting eaten up. There's a few more. Little heads are forming. They're still pretty small. I can't quite remember the name of this one, but I got 4 of these as well. This is a pretty good little head coming along. Oh, Savoy Ace. That's a Savoy Ace cabbage. 4 of those. Here's my garlic sprouting up pretty good. I did put a package of the salad mix, and as you can see, they're real tiny. Hopefully those will get bigger, but it's been quite a while. I've had those in the ground for about a month, so I don't know if they're going to be very good or not. Here's my little dianthus pots. I just love dianthus. I got those little garden stakes at Dollar Tree. Those all seem to be doing pretty well. And then over here, I got a raised bed. I don't really have anything in it but garlic. There's garlic, and then these flowers. What are these? I forgot the name of these. They'll come to me in a minute. But those are doing pretty well. Oh, vincas. And then I did put a little bit of snapdragons in here, and those are starting to spread out. These are my Phoenix Tears goji berries. Those are done producing for now. It's getting too cold for them. But they were just making flowers and berries throughout the season. It's a really good plant to have. So here's my first raised garden bed. And there's a spiderwort, there's green onions, and throughout here is garlic. And I also had some oxalis right here, the little clovers. And I did have a mum, but that's already flowered out. And then all throughout the bed you can see there's a bunch of chickweed growing. So I waited for it to get a little bit bigger so that I'd be able to pull it out easier. So it looks like I'm going to be able to start pulling out the chickweed, although you can eat it. Chickweed's edible. It's supposed to be pretty nutritious, so maybe I'll pull it out and eat it. Put it in a soup or something. That'd be good. Over here in this bed, there's my broccoli. Mixed in with some zinnias and mint and some garlic spread throughout there. You know what? This is terrible. I'm just seeing I have some broccoli I was trying to save for whenever my family come down for Christmas. Look, it's too big. How sad. That is terrible. I'm going to have to go ahead and cut that out. Now, it will make some little side shoots of broccoli, but it's just not going to be as big as that crown there, so I lost out on that. So be sure, just harvest your broccoli when it's ready. It can't wait. You can't leave it on the plant. It will sprout. Okay, over here, this is carrots and also some lettuce and some pansies. The carrots are really taking off pretty good. That's all right there. That's a really nice, beautiful, lush growth. The pansies right down here in the front. And then there's some lettuce mixed in. You know, my lettuce just looks awful, though. It's really dinky, and it just didn't do very good this year. Okay, over here's my mustard greens. Now, look, isn't that funny how the mustard greens just kind of grow along the perimeter of that box? So I've got mustard greens throughout, and as you can see, there's some that have not grown any larger for like a whole month. And here I planted some cauliflower and also some more broccoli. One of the broccolis I can see got eaten up, and these just aren't growing. So this is a new bed, and I think maybe it's missing some nutrients, so I probably need to put some like manure and stuff and really get it built up. So also there's just some zinnias that have come from seeds, popped up. They're real tiny, but they're pretty, aren't they? It's a nice splash of color, so that's good for the butterflies. I still see butterflies coming out to get to the flowers, so I'm glad to have those. All right, and then over here in this bed, I have what? Those were some zinnias. Now, it did get really cold, so they did die back. But those were just, again, from seed from the summer. And then all throughout here is just a bed of garlic. I need to come out and weed. You can see a lot of little sprouts of weeds coming up. But so far, the garlic's coming along good, so I'm happy for that. I love homegrown garlic. Last year, I started garlic for the first time, and then I was able to harvest it this year. It was so delicious. I highly recommend trying to grow garlic. It's real nice. So over here on my citrus trees, I still got a few citrus. I'm trying to save it for when family comes down, that they might be able to pick a fresh satsuma off the tree. I'm really pushing my luck though, because I should have harvested these. But I'm really trying to keep those on, so hopefully they'll still stay good. And then right here is the newest baby one. It's growing. The other ones have been here for a few years. I think these are about 3 or 4 years old. Can't remember. So they're still pretty, fairly new. But they're growing. It's just taken a while. Okay, so here's a little bit of broccoli I was able to salvage. Here's a few side shoots. And then there's 2. I had to toss 3 of my broccoli crowns out to the cows because they were just past their prime. So, lesson learned. It was my first year growing broccoli. I've never grown broccoli before, and you just cannot wait on it. Cannot wait. So here's a radish that I planted, and look at that. You see that? There is no radish on there. It's just a leaf. Isn't that funny? Funny, but it's not funny. Good grief. I'm really trying to be a good gardener, and I tell you, it's a struggle for me. It doesn't come too naturally. I'm really trying here, but well, there's one. That's pretty. It's little, but I bet it's going to be delicious. Let me see if I can find any more radishes throughout here. It's just kind of, they got shaded out by those big old broccoli plants. They just got so huge. Let's see. Let's follow this one. This is can you see here? Now this is something. Oh, and it just broke off. I don't think there was anything on there. Let me see. Now, radish leaves are still tasty. Oh, I think I might see something. Okay, get ready. Hold on, let me see if I can focus in. Look here. Oh, please come up. Look. Oh, isn't that beautiful? It's a little radish, but that is pretty, huh? Look at that color. Beautiful, beautiful. I will take it. I love radish. Like, fresh radish is so delicious. Just eat it plain. Wash it off and just eat it. Oh, okay, here's one. Look, and it's already just sticking up. So there's a little radish right there. There we go. All right, let's see if we can find some more. So I think this was the, I'm trying to remember, excuse me, I think that was the breakfast variety or something. I had planted like a variety of radish. Okay, so I'm not seeing any radish leaves yet. I didn't have many, and like I said, it sure is like, see what I was talking about, when you get your broccoli and there'll be little bitty side shoots. So like, here's one, There's one there. I don't see any more radish. That might be it. Yeah, I think that was it. Well, darn. I guess at least I got a few though, huh? What's this? Okay, here's one, but I don't think this has made anything. As you can see, look at that. Does anybody that grows like radish, do y'all have this? Is this very common? I mean, is it just me? What am I doing wrong? I just don't know. Like, look, here's some more. Nope. There's no radish bud. I mean, the leaves look fine. I can eat the leaves. The leaves look great, but there's just no radish bud. I was trying to grow radishes, not just the leaves. But, okay. Well, at least the radish leaves are delicious, though, so I could eat those as well. Ew, I see some little bug eggs on there. Gross. I do notice I've been having an issue with a lot of caterpillars in my garden. There's a lot of bug damage. I'm kind of thinking if I should just put this garden bed to rest. I think maybe I just... Oh, there's a broccoli right there. I missed it. Let's get it. I was thinking maybe I just might, pull up these broccoli plants because I'm not getting much. And just letting this bed rest. Go get some of that black cow manure or something and put it in here and just let it rest for the winter. So they'll be ready for the summer. Oh, there we go. And cut it off. Well, that one looks pretty good. So, yeah, I might just do that because you know what? There's a lot of caterpillars and worms in here, and I don't like to use pesticides and things like that. I know there's some natural things you can do, but I just really sometimes don't have the time to get out and tend to my garden. So maybe I'll do that today. I'll clean this out. But there's another little look at those flowers. Just so cute and cheery. So here's my Nagami kumquat, and I've been harvesting off of this tree like crazy, and you can't even tell. Isn't that just glorious? It's beautiful. Love it. So beautiful. So I got the Nagami, and there's my little blackberries. And these were actually still making a few berries. Let me show you. I was really surprised at that. Now actually it looks like I might be able to harvest a few, but usually when it's this late in the season, I'll leave them for the birds because they don't have much food to eat as it gets colder. So I think I'll leave them for them. But that's pretty nice. The blackberries really do give me a real good flush of fruit, late spring, early summer. And then sporadically throughout the season, look, there's even more. Sporadically throughout the season, they'll give me more berries. So it's a really nice thing to have. I highly recommend getting some blackberry bushes if you don't have any. And then this is the Maiwa kumquat. It does have Christmas lights on it, but if you'll see, I've been harvesting off of this again, and you can't really tell, can you? It's just so loaded down with so many beautiful fruit. So I was going to show you the side garden here. I had planted some millie chili cabbage, like a Chinese cabbage, and it still looks about pretty much the same as whenever I planted it. Well, you can see a little bit of growth, but they're all about this size when I planted it. So I don't know if I'm really going to get any cabbage either. It's just like everything is really stunted for me this year. So, but look at my beautiful rose bush. That's my Hurricane Katrina climbing rose. And it's just lovely. It was really tall and was had just tons of shoots coming out, and I went ahead and trimmed it back a lot, real severely. I gave it a real big trim, and it just flushed out with all this beautiful new healthy growth, and it started blooming again. So I thought that was just really nice to see. And look, it's got several different colors. It has varying shades of like light pink and deep pinks, magentas almost, and even like a white, like a ballerina, slipper white. Like, it's just so pretty. I love this. Now, it doesn't have any scent to it, but to grow it is still, it's still satisfying to see because it's just beautiful. It's very healthy. Because you could always grow that and then try to just put something, if you really like scent, put something with scent around it. But it's just lovely. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of the check-in for the December garden. I hope y'all are doing great. Have a very Merry Christmas. And we'll see you again soon in another video. Bye, everybody.